Herbs and Rye's in like the final 75 of the horse tournament. He said nearby Ivy is heads up for a bracelet. Tells me silver 670, that's the table, with no directions besides that. So I go to the main ballroom in Paris, don't see silver. Ask a guy who works normally at Bally's / Horseshoe. He says it's in the Horseshoe ballrooms. He wasn't exactly right, but he sent me in the right direction. Then in the hallway, I found the dealer who cooks like meatballs and gives them to me sometimes. He told me where to go. This is past the hotel elevators. I've never been down this hallway, but I know there's like something back here. So 670 silver is what I'm looking for. Might be a great spot to film. No music, no wind. And after I find where H&R is, film this video. Wearing the tie-dye shirt, by the way, that Josh Morrow gave to me. First time ever wearing tie-dye. I think Ivy just won a bracelet, and they're like taking an hour to set up the cards and chips to like take his winner's photo while they interview him. See if I get you some footage. Alright, but don't care so much about that. Herbs and Rye's over there. 59 left. Level 21 of the horse tournament. A little too small to see what first prize is, but he's over there. Found it. Not an easy place to find, but nice setup. And I think after this level, there's 45 minutes left in level 21 dinner break. And then we'll hang out, go to dinner. I don't know how much I'm staying after that. Got to be at Orleans by 11 tomorrow. And yeah, but cool. Walked in. This area, not a ton of people know about. Ivy just won. Don't know who he was playing heads up. This is H&R's event, by the way. Don't know how many cashed. My guess would be like 120, 130 or something like that. First prize is 193 grand. So he is 57 places away from 193 grand, 835 entries, $1,500 horse. And I don't know, I imagine they're playing down to a winner tonight. So guess I'm not leaving until he busts out. And if I get no sleep on the way to Orleans tomorrow, that's fine. All right, but now that I'm here, let's get into the content of the video. I was gonna talk to you today about down rates and the fact that like a certain amount is guaranteed, but it could be extra. So I've told you, Hold'em tournament downs. A down is about 30 minutes. $15 is what we're guaranteed at Orleans, and I think most places is the same. Any game that's not Hold'em, horse, triple stud, Raz, Omaha, PLO, every game that is not Hold'em is $20 per down, guaranteed. I always thought, and I guess I was wrong about this, I always thought the only extra you could get is tips at the end of the tournament. You know, usually like the final 3 players or so, when they're done playing, they tip. Those tips are 100% to the staff. Sometimes there's a scandal, and this happened at Aria like 10 years ago. The floor was just stealing it. But those are supposed to just go to staff. So I thought that was the only extra, and it's distributed equally based on down. So say someone tipped $1,000 and there was a total of 500 downs dealt for that tournament. Now say I dealt 5 of those 500 downs for that tournament. Well, 5 divided by 500 equals what divided by 1,000? I get the same proportion. So 5 over 500 is 1%. So since I dealt 1% of the downs, I would get 1% of the tip, which would be $10. So that's always what I thought the only like extra thing was. But I heard a couple people say if we beat the guaranteed prize pool, we're also going to get a little extra. So like some of the tournaments, say it's a $40,000 guarantee. Orleans is guaranteeing that the prize pool is at least $40,000. If so many people sign up that the prize pool is much bigger than that, which has been happening on Sunday we're getting like $150,000, $160,000 in the prize pool. then we're beating the guarantee by a ton because we're getting so many entries. I always thought beating the guarantee just meant that the room makes more money. The room's revenue is higher if there are way more entries than expected. But I heard a couple different people say if we're like absolutely crushing guarantees, some of that money comes to the poker player, the poker dealers. So that's good. I guess that's two ways that we could make more than just the 15 per down for hold'em downs and the 20 per down for other games. Well, we just call mixed games, mixed game downs. And if you remember in that video where I went over my first pay stub and all the specifics in there, I got about $160 extra in downs than I expected. I guess some of that was due to end of tournament tips, and some of it was due to just absolutely beating the guarantees in some of these tournaments. I don't know. I'll never know what the rules are for that. I'll never know how much. I don't know who to ask, but if it's a little more, like, that makes sense that we were beating guarantees and got a little more, and that end of tournament tips a little came my way also. So I don't think it'll ever be anything huge, you know. Right, Herbs and Rye won that ring event in Lake Tahoe in November and tipped like 400 or something. I don't remember exactly. It was something like that. So there's like a lot of downs dealt for these tournaments. And how many? What's like the most I ever dealt in a day? Like 12 or something. I mean, I'm dealing like maybe 1% of the downs, probably not even that much. So it's not going to be a ton of that tip money and that extra money from beating the guarantees with so many entries that comes my way, but over like a 2-week period, an extra 160 in my down rates than I expected. All right, that's cool. I'll take it. So just wanted to explain the down rates because we were told at Orleans 15 and 20, those numbers are the guaranteed, but last year it was more. I was told last year the no limit downs were more like pretty close to 20, and mixed game downs were like guaranteed at 20, slightly more, like between 20 and 25. So I'll keep checking the pay stubs. I'll keep seeing if the down rates consistently are a little more than I expect, because I'm not accounting for anything like that, and I can't. I'm not there at the end of the tournament seeing what people tip, and I have no idea like how much we need to beat the guarantee by in order for some extra money to go the way of the dealers. But just wanted to explain that to you and show you my presence here in this final table room, and it was cool to walk in, see Ivy. 54 people left in this horse tournament, pulling for Herbs and Rye to win and win the 193 grand. So I guess you'll see some more footage if Herbs and Rye like wins or final tables, but if not, I guess this is going to be the end of this video. And remember, rice is a spoon food.